yourself, dig inside yourself, look at yourself, look at yourself, see inside yourself, and then you see you want to have know yourself as yourself. Cause when you find yourself, you find that yourself, it's only yourself, and yourself, you can only be yourself. So when you're ready for your body, yourself, you can find that your mind is in the center of yourself, you know just know yourself. When you reach yourself, you know that yourself is the only thing that can happen to yourself. So nothing can hold you down.
ladies and gentlemen. How you doing? My name's Joel. We're back for another nice Sunday episode of Arcade, Cabs, and Coffee. Glad to see everybody. We're live and direct from the Pandemicade, my little private arcade here in Chicagoland. We have a total of, as officially, wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we have a total of 10 cabinets. There are 2 cabinets. There's one in the garages of Blast City being worked on, and a Night Striker in my office that's actually up for sale. It's really glad to see everybody. We can't start the show without the wonderful, the lovable, and the always huggable finally taking his throne back. The Master Chunk. The Master Chunk is in the house. Finally being the chunkiest of boys. The Shmup Cat, the Comfy Cat, the Wide Load, the Noble Chin. He's back. The Wobbly Boy. But he's here. He's here. And it's really great to see everybody. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I saw that we have a Zion Farm in here. We have a first-time chatter. I'm so soapy. What a setup. Thank you so much. Appreciate those comments. Rendering Ranger, you know what's going on with the sounds of the LTJ. Plus we have the Zero Fire. And, of course, the Zion Farm. Bro Fist in the house. My early boys getting up. And early boys and girls getting up and hanging out with us. So lots of good stuff today. What are we doing? I decided to wake up. And we're going to play some damn Truxton. In fact, I started this stream so fast that I didn't even set up my detail here. So we'll be really glad to set this up. This is from Toe Plan. So everything you're seeing here, we're using real arcade boards. So we're definitely not cheating with any dirty emulation. But occasionally we do bust that out from Mr. FPGA, or I also do have some gaming computers in the old Bulicks behind me. So, yeah, good stuff. But really glad to see you. I'm so soapy. Welcome to the channel. I usually do like Tuesdays, regular Tuesday streams, just kind of highlighting whether it's like categories of games or new stuff that I have, or highlighting anything new that I get from the arcade community, whether it's either a cabinet build or a visit to an arcade, or some of my travels and things like that. So those streams are always kind of special, my Tuesdays. And I've been doing it for over 5 years. So really glad to have you in the channel, man. Oh, my God. Stady Mark. Thank you so much. Welcome, man. How you doing? Stady Mars. We've been chatting on Twitters. We've been chatting on the Twitters. When did this come out? I think it was 1993. I'm just going to put 93. I'm pretty positive it's 93. Let me reset that scaler. Oh, yeah. So we have the Truxton 2. What do you know about Truxton 2? This game is very mean. It's very hard. I think that's the best way to put it. It is not easy, and I can tell you for a fact it's gonna hurt. Let me just make sure that I have everything squared away. Because again, when you're capturing arcade boards, sometimes with the way my scaler captures, there'll be a bunch of black border depending on the games that I select, or the games that I install in the cabinet. So I have to always kind of like squeeze them down a little bit. But I think everything looks really good. Great to see everybody today. You missed the Germany stream. Hope it was awesome. It was a lot of fun, dude. Yeah. Recently I went to Germany. Poland, Germany, Czech Republic. It was amazing. Just seeing in Austria too. I mean, it's just gorgeous area of the world. I want to say of the United States, but it was the first time of me being out of country and being able to experience everything overseas. And I can tell you for a fact, it was eye-opening. A lot of perspective. It's just a very expensive way to kind of be homeless, to do a little global travel. But it was worth it. It was really worth it. In fact, one of the games that we're playing right here came from somebody who we met in Germany, a fellow Twitch streamer by the name of Mad Stalker. And he's just a wonderful gentleman. And he sold me this board when I was in a beer garden. I thought it was really cool. We had Vina. What was it, like the big sausage? We had bratwurst. We had beer. You know, all these guys, dudes rolled up with like snuff, and they were like all in like these lederhosen setups. Dude, it was rowdy. So it's really funny that we brought this board back. This came back on my back through a couple flights. So it's really nice to have this here. You're stoked for all your base belong to us. Oh, dude, me too. Old school Europe. Yeah, it was my first time. You lived in England for 6 months. That's cool. You and Kelly should talk, because Divine Kelly is all about. She lived in England too for a couple months as well. Yeah, but it was a really neat. This is a neat story. This board has a neat story. I was always hunting for a Truxton too, and I never had a chance to get one. So just due to the fact that people want kind of absurd money for this game, and it's very rare that you see them go for under, a couple $100. So to say the least, I got a pretty great deal on this board, and you'll be hearing the exact audio from the real board itself. Now, Arcade Cabs and Coffee is about. This is the show where I really start to focus in a little bit more on some of these games, and we're just going to talk. This is coffee talk, baby. This is what we do. So if you got some interesting topics or something you want to bring up, as long as it's not too spicy, we're cool about it. But I definitely need to get some practice on Truxton too. And I really, listen, I don't have any other agenda other than this. I did pull out a couple other boards. I did pull out a Mushihime Sama and a Gun Frontier. So I just put those on the side. Everybody loves Mushi. I haven't dove into Mushi in a while. So we can throw those in. If not, we can always go to the chat and see what you guys want to see. And there is an exhaustive game list here in the Pandemicade library of real hardware. And break from the U.S. was really nice, dude. Really nice. It was one of the first times I've ever had it. But anyways, right there, the game list of the Pandemicade library, and you can get a hold of, you can see everything that I have in there. You know what I mean? Hey, Alessio, it's 2576. What's going on? Like the joystick and the marquee? This here, this was a hard panel to find. This Extreme Versus Gundam panel. This panel was a bitch to find. It was such a hard bitch to find, man. Well, cheers, everybody. We have my Big B coffee mug. We got more coffee in the kitchen. So we're rolling this out. We're planning on getting caffeinated. I'm waking up to some Truxton, waking up to you folks. I'm sure we got some other people from the other side of the planet. Cheers. Great to see you. Right? Let's get hello from Italy. Hello. Good to see you. Welcome. Man, Italy in the house. There we go. Now you can see what's going on over here. Yeah. And that is a real Outrun Mini, not the Outrun 1-Up. There's a big difference. But that's what's going on here down at the Pandemicade. We have most of the lights turned off. We're keeping it cool here because it is hot outside today. So, cheers, everybody. Let's get started with a little bit of Truxton 2. Let's get my ass kicked. Now, my last attempts at this, I got all the way to past the first boss, and then I folded really hard. So I want to try to do a little bit better today. I did crack that high score. I think it was like 160K. So if I can do anything above 160, I'll be really happy. I've been watching some of these Japanese. There's a guy, he's a Korean guy, and he posted some strats on this game, and I guess it's an hour long. It's a trudge. And he was just like, slow and steady wins the race, man. Just keep at it and give this game a rip. So cheers to everybody. Let's get this going. Let's play some Truxton too. Make sure my music is off too. It is. Thankfully, this game has auto fire. There we go. Now we're moving. So I think we're going to stick this time. I'm going to give the blue shot a run. for its money just to see what it's worth. Last time I was fighting, I noticed that the blue didn't seem to have that much power, but maybe I was just not paying, maybe just, I don't know. My perception was off. So we're going to power it up, give blue a chance today. Of course, we all realize as a group that the red shot in this game, so there's 3 shot types. There's red, there's blue, there's green. And the red shot type, of course, is very OP. And it does offer a little bit of control because you can shoot from the side. And, you can kind of use that to your advantage. This game likes to shoot you in the temple, and the side likes to flank you. It does like to throw a lot of speed at you. And about your 3rd speed, you got to really watch it. Don't be afraid to use the damn bombs is another thing I've learned too. Because, man, you're going to need them. It's like the bullets in this game are methodical. They're slow, and they'll track you. And then you get some crazy bullets that just fly at you at, light speed. But it's not like you can't handle it all because there's clearly it doesn't flood the screen, but there's just something about its position of the bullets of where they are in proximity to what you're currently doing. This game perfects that. It's just those moments of when you just don't need that bullet right there, that exact bullet there, right there. Oh shit. Oh, see, that was a bad bomb. I should have just bombed him off the bat. Oh well, I would have burned it up anyways. So far, so good. Blue's mowing the lawn really nicely. Very nice upgrade sound. Sometimes you gotta sit still. Yeah, the art style in this game is very pretty. I think it's some of Toaplan's best, that's for sure. Pixel art-wise, this is the kind of the final, peak high-quality pixel art right before everything went to pre-rendered sprites, which just, in my opinion, just ruined everything. I mean, it was cool in, Donkey Kong Country. I used that bomb to get out of nothing. All I had to do was sit still. Oh, shit. Did get that extend if you heard that. Get that blue. Here we go. We're looking real hot. Good power. Now, I may be making this look easy, but this game is, I assure you, is not. And then your nose starts to itch, and that's when it begins. That's when it's that's the downfall. You've got to kill those tanks right away. Forget every other tank, but those big long tanks, man, those chonk tanks, they just spread all over you. They just keep spreading. Kill it right away. hate it. Like, hate the tank. Hate it more than anything. Ugh, the nose. It begins. Okay. Don't make a mistake like I did last time where you just kind of get in front of the damn thing. You got to kind of stay off to the side, and then you got to keep moving because it will come towards you. And next minute you get a, shot up the nose, and you're like, how did this happen? Get out of here. Just get past them. Just get past them. Try to get those turrets more than anything, because they're more dangerous than this thing. They're just going to go straight and shoot. Oh, my nose. Stop itching. Okay, let's get that blue, baby. This is a pretty good run for me. Wow, very good run for me. Very impressed. It's always the first one, you know? You gotta hit it in the eye. Like 4 bullet types. There you go. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah! Shit. No. I was doing so good. Oh, the game. There we go. The game starts its demoralization campaign. Kicks you the hell back here. It's like it couldn't kick you before the boss, you know? What a scumbag. Yeah, I'm not going with that anymore. We're going with the red. The red will melt the boss. Melt it. There we go. Clearly the red does a much better job. Hey, Fox to Ox. You have my love child. Really? No. No ninja spirit. None. Good to see you, Fox. How you doing? Good morning. Look at that. I can do real quick destruction of this thing. Just hit it in the face. Well, Get out of here. I can deal with that. Fuck. No. No, it's such a good run. What is this? Now it's giving me a power-up? What a dirty game. Did you see that? First it gives me speed. Kills me. And then it gives me a power-up. Just to help me out a little bit. God damn it. Yeah. This is yeah, it's a total pity power-up, right? Right, dude, the boss backgrounds. We got a DDP. I got a Dodonpaki here. We can throw a Dodonpaki in here. There's a lot of, you can see a lot of the art style of Dodonpaki in this game, big time. Forget it. It's like, oh, I had a good run. I feel really good about this. Death, 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 death. Oof. The minute you think you're doing good is the minute, and you see, that's the problem. That's my problem, is I told this game I'm doing good. And it's like, oh, I see. You think I'm easy, don't you? And then it's like, throw everything at you. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to repeat what I just did. I'm going to go with the blue. Because blue did really good. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. Erster Van Elf. Erster Van Elf. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Really glad to have you. A sip of coffee for Erster Van Elf. Cheers. So I'm going to do what I did last time. We're going to stick with the blue. We're going to go with the blue all the way through. And when I get to the boss, I'm going to turn into red. or I'm going to try to savor my bombs, and we're going to use them on the boss to kind of knock it out. Yeah? We'll give it a shot. Let's rip it through. Here we go. Gotta keep cracking. Gotta keep cracking at this game, man. Go with the blue. Always good to see me stream. It's good to see you stopping in. Hopefully all is well. We're keeping it chill here today. It's been... we went to go see Indiana Jones last night. The new Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny. It was pretty good. I'll tell you this. I think it was best said. It's not as bad as Skull, but it's a pretty good Indy Jones movie. Like, I would say I would like to watch it again. You know what I mean? Just to see what I missed, which is cool. It is a little weird seeing the CG Harrison Ford. You know, like, you're just like, oh, okay, Harrison Ford. He's character generate. Like, you could tell he's fake, but it was still cool. Like, I almost want like a remaster. but I did like it. I did like it. I liked it because Indy Jones is about like is about like, you know, like lore and stuff like that, you know, like treasure lore. I like that type of stuff. And one of the things that they talked about, well, in the beginning of the movie, it's the end of the World War II, and Berlin's about to crumble. No spoilers here, but like they're on the supposed German army gold train that left Berlin with like all of the antiquities and gold from the Reich, and they've never found that train. So it's interesting that Indiana Jones started off on that train. There's a whole lore about like the gold train and like where is it, and you know, one day it's gonna be found. They think it gets like rolled into a bunker somewhere in some mountainside, just buried. So it's kind of neat that the movie started off that way. It was cool. It was cool. It was like Indy struggling with like modern times a little bit, and yeah, I liked it a lot. Stormbringer. You bet it didn't exist? You never know, man. Stormbringer in the house. What's happening? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. You haven't seen World War II yet? Okay. Well, World War II was... I've studied just about everything with World War II. There's so many interesting characters. There's a lot to soak up if you're, you know, into that type of stuff. But for me, it was history. You know, I'm real big into history. I love just old war history. And yeah, World War II is pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. I think for me, it, you know, that resonates with me because like when I was a kid, it sounded like legend. You know, I was around when a lot of those people were still alive, like a lot of the old soldiers, you know, the people that were actually in the real war, you know, they were very much alive. And now it's like, you know, there's nobody kind of to tell those stories unless if it's on like a YouTube documentary, you know. And especially going over Europe, you know, I got a very heavy dose of the effects of World War II, and it was like, holy God. You realize the massive scale of it, you know. You shook that bullet. It was close. It was close. Look at the damage you leave behind when you blow up that turret. it's like so detailed. There's a lot of love here. You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of love in the creation of this. You can tell. I am not going for that extra. You can extra speed. You can piss off with all your speed. I'm tired of it. Oh, kill it, kill it, kill it. These like loaf tanks. I'm just gonna call them loaf tank. Because they're dangerous. Kill it. Alright, and you got this guy. Boom. Hey, you should. Watch some stuff on it. It's fascinating. There's so many different players. So many different characters. There's a reason why it writes movies, you know? Oh, yeah. You gotta watch out for those tanks in the upper corner, man. They will get you. They will get you. There goes all my power-ups. I need to have, you know, it's funny, when I was in Europe, the one thing I did notice that I kind of had a bit of a laugh at was their little bathroom notifications. And I know you kind of see them here in the United States too, like, oh, we got cornered. All right, this run is abandoned. Abandon this run. Abandoning this run. Abandon it. Abandon. Scuttle. Scuttle. I was thinking for the show, you know, there will be like a button. And it's kind of like the bathrooms I saw in Europe, and it was really funny. And outside of the bathroom, there's 3 buttons, and it's green, yellow, and red. And they have like a little smiley face, a little kind of like straight face, and then a frowny face. And I was thinking for the show, like every time as I'm feeling more confident, maybe we'll have like a morale level. Like, how's my morale in the show? And I'll be like, on. And I'll like lose a lot. I'll like slam on it, and it'll go do. I don't know why. You know what? Let's check in on the chonk. I need a break. We need a chonk break. How's the chonk doing? Oh, he's sleeping. He's all comfy. Look at the comfy chonk. Oh, look how comfy he looks. So good. So good. We'll just let him. We'll let him rest. He's had a pretty long evening. You find World War I interesting? You know, count how many times he's dude. Band of Brothers is friggin' awesome. You've been watching almost every documentary over the years. You know, it's a really good one. There's a guy on YouTube, and it's Indy Liddell, and he does a really good series. He did a real good series on the World War I, and it was like awesome. And he did day by day for the 100th anniversary of World War I. He did day by day of the war. That was really cool. And there were like little bites of like the different implements and, you know, weaponry and the people and the politics. And it was like these little snappy bites of like history. And it wasn't long, which is what I really liked. It was like good digestible content. Indy Liddell is his name. He's awesome guy on YouTube. Yeah, happy Sunday to you, Stormbringer. Fox 2X, a lot of medical advances from the non-human. You know what's interesting about that, Fox? I learned something about that. Because we were at the actual site of the situation. And I learned that Bayer, of all companies, bought that detail. And that nurses were sneaking out medical detail from the German army camps. And I was like, what? And like hearing all this like secret detail of like how this stuff snuck out of like what they were doing there blew my mind. Blew my mind. And you're right. There was a little bit of something like that. Medical science did benefit a bit, sadly, but you know. A sip of coffee for Truxton. Let's get on with this. We can go down a really nasty rabbit hole there. I think I'll do maybe like 3 more runs and then call it quits, and then we'll change games. Can't wait for... Why? Why do you... No. No more war. No. No more war. Listen, man, after talking to, like, some of the Ukrainians over in Poland of what they're going through and their families going through, no. Nah, man. Like, it's cool for what it is in video games and TV and, you know, for history, but, like, it's not as cool when you see when you talk to the physical people that they're affected by it. And you're like, damn. We need to stop this shit. We need to stop that shit. The last thing I need is a nuclear warhead landing in my backyard. Do not want. Die. Man, these things take some punishment with the blue weapon. I'm sure the blue weapon is probably the lightest weapon, but it does help you get through the level, that's for sure. I almost want to stick with it through the boss to see if I can do anything about it. You're currently eating baked beans? Well, good for you. Beans are protein-packed. Help you puke. Look at that. Look at the liquidation going on there. This blue laser gives you a bit of confidence. Oh, Jesus. Just got to remember the big dude that shows up and don't bomb through him. Just kind of hit him really hard. See if we can break him loose. Yeah, forget it. Just going to bomb him out. I can completely agree with you, Stormbringer. Just a game of Street Fighter or maybe just a cage match, you know? Let's just get a cage match going. Like, how come we can't solve things with, like, Street Fighter? Beans on toast, fried egg. That's very English. That's very English. I'm going to skip that speed this time. I think I maybe have had too much speed. Speed gets me in trouble. Give me that blue. I'm going to try to get it. There we go. Whoa, see these guys coming from the corners? Got to check those corners. Check those corners. Once again, more speed's trying to feed me speed. This game's got you hopped up on Ritalin. There we go. Get that guy out of there before he starts spreading. All right. You know, the game gives you confidence. The game does instill a layer of false confidence in you. Makes you think, hey, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. And then it's like, no, nah, fam. Nah. Give me my money back. And it shows its true face. It's just a wallet eater, money eating piece of crap. Truxton 2. It's interesting. There's very few releases of this game. If I'm not mistaken, they've only released it on oh man, my nose is itching now. See? The nose starts itching about right here. This is when the game's like throwing gas at you. But I don't think this was released on anything other than like an FM Towns Marty, I think. There was no other places you could play it. So, like, how are you expected to even practice the game at all? Even if there was respectable practice on the home port, you know? No practice. Let's try to get it to sneak this way. Oh, I think I got an idea. We'll start here, and we swing around. Got it. Okay. No! I gotta use the bombs. Okay. All right, here's what we're gonna do. At least with these guys, I got an idea. Kind of you sneak off. You start over here, and then you kind of swing under them while they're shooting. Just bomb it out. I gotta do it. I gotta get out of there. That's a nasty spot. Just get at. Freaking turret! Ow! What a struggle. What a struggle. Oh, get out of here. Well, okay, so those side bullets don't do a lot of damage. You got to use your front face and shot whether you like it or not. Okay. Now we hit the boss set with one extra guy. 3 bombs. I think we're doing all right. We can still at least salvage this run. Paintball, yeah. Yeah, I don't think Truxton ever came home. Truxton 2. I know first one did. The first one was on Sega Genesis. Because I had it. Never forget. It was like the most scariest, weirdest looking cover. It's like, what is this? What is this weirdness? Oh. Now, the pain. The pain. Look at this background. This just looks awesome. I want to see more of this game, you know? But it's like, it really makes you earn it. This part here gives me, like, the vibes of, like a Radiant Silver Gun. No. 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 I'm not going out like that. I'm not going out like that. I'm coming back. I'm coming back. Coming right back. I'm coming right back. Coffee and all, man. I gotta hit this. I'm feeling it now. I'm feeling the pain. So hopefully everybody had a really nice weekend and you did some fun stuff. And I know everybody's got to go back to work probably tomorrow. If you do, I apologize. I know I'm not your boss at work, but at least I can sympathize with you. 'Cause I know I do. I'm not ready. I'm just not ready. Like, after vacation, I'm not ready. That vacation ruined me. I got a taste of freedom. Not working for 2 weeks was freedom. And then you realize it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, there's... all this stuff don't pay for itself. Having to pay for a new phone was probably the worst. Because then I'm like, oh, yep, bills. It's like as soon as you get back, you got bills. Yeah, it's the plugging back in, finding out what happened when you were gone, you know. It's all that. Ah, died. It's like a 5-second with the shot. 5 seconds of fire to kill those things. Almost have to get that number in my head. There we go. I'm going to stick with the red this time. You watch Billy Mitchell? You know, I've seen him do his Pac-Man runs. It takes a while for him to really get... Once he gets the cabinet, I mean, he does do it. And he'll bitch and complain about the original sticks and, you know, how the cabinet's configured, what version of the game it is, what ROM version. I mean, he really gets granular when he does his runs. I remember when he did the one with Galloping Ghost. It was like over Thanksgiving. I'm surprised his family didn't disown him. I mean, the guy, like, was playing Pac-Man through the damn Thanksgiving holiday. It was like, dude, you can stop. And he didn't, but that's the thing. It's like once he starts, he never stops. I can appreciate that level of dedication, but hey, you know what? If you can do it, you can do it. Good for you. I met what was it, the World? There was a guy this weekend. I was at a retro game convention. It was, you know, like one of those trade shows. It's a real good little trade show they have here called VGS in Chicagoland. And they had one of the guys I met. I have his card. I got to pull it out and give him a shout out. Real nice gentleman. But he's like the game Berserk. You know the game Berserk? But he's like the champion. He's like the Berserk champion. He had like a bunch of cards and stuff. I thought that was kind of cool. Look at those tanks trying to shoot me from the side. What scumbags? Man, the power of this red shot. So powerful. I don't want that red. Don't want that speed. Motherfucker. The minute I start loving something, the game's like, no, dude. No, we're going to take that away. Oh, you're happy? We'll shovel missile up your ass. You know, God damn it. It was probably that scumbag turret that got me. I can't be happy in this game. I can't. I can't. I'm giving it my damnedest. Like, if I'll put on Dodon Pocky after this, and or Mushi, and you'll see I can get at least to stage 4. Like, this is pain. But it's a good pain. I don't know why. It's just like, I want to conquer it. I've also been thinking I need to change up my bat top. I've had this knobby top for a while. And I was thinking of putting my old bat top back in. I was thinking maybe I'll do that right after this. It might help me out. I've been kind of getting used to like putting my thumb on it and getting that little bit of extra control. You can see my thumb sitting on top of the knobby top. I mean, they're cool. They were made for like what, Tekken people? I remember like when they came out with the Tekken stick. And I know knobby tops have been getting kind of popular. Everybody's been, you know, using them and stuff. I think they're more for like the wine grip people. Personally, I miss my bat top. But for looks, these knobby tops always look great. They look futuristic. All right, let's get the hell out of there. Kill those guys. Kill those guys. Oh, shit. I just flew through explosions. Ah, Lord. I'll feed you bullets. Yes, free bomb, please. 4 bombs. All right, let's bomb this boss. Let's bomb the shit out of him. Batsugun's finally... Dude, it's finally out? Hell yeah. That's good to meet. It's good to see. Dark Souls players say hi. I love Dark Souls, man. I also like a big fan of Elden Ring. I like 300 hours in Elden Ring. Love that game. There's a level of difficulty. Speaking of level of difficulty, one of the bosses, I was playing Zelda last night, Tears of the Kingdom. They have a boss in that's just absolutely insane. No. Oh my god. Deuces, we got you. And the game doesn't quit. It's like, no, oh, you killed the boss? No, screw you. Screw you. You don't get a break. There's no fanfare. There's no small. There's no trophies. There's no participation trophies. Nope. We're not going to count your bombs. We're not going to give you bonuses for your bombs. No. This is Truxton 2. Get out of our house. Oh my god, Steel Gun. Thank you so much for the follow. Good morning. How you doing? We are playing an official, real Truxton 2 right now. And I'm getting my ass handed to me. There we go. We're hearing the second track for a change. Let's crank it up. For we will not hear it much longer. I am not touching that. I also want to go back to blue. Of course, my nose is itching. Yeah. Jesus. Oh my god. No! That frickin' soundtrack, dude. It's so crunchy. It's spinning, guys. Oh! What are they doing? Oh, they just park and start spinning missiles at me. Yeah, we cannot have that happen. Yes. God, no. 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 My heart. This soundtrack though, right? Ugh. I just want to keep it going so we can hear the soundtrack. Oh, too bad. You know, this game's great. This game's super great. I think we're going to do one more final run. I'm feeling it. I'm in the mode. Here's what I'm finding. Here's what I'm finding about Truxton, too. The game feels definitely easier after that first stage. But it has this weird ramping up. Like, each stage starts easy, and then just blows you out. Finding patterns is important. The popcorn enemies are mitigatable, but you just really got to... Like, if you see a medium-sized enemy, you have to destroy it right away. Look at this Dodon Pocky-style boss, right? Okay, one more time.
Hey, yo.
Lariah 335 in here. And shoot 'em up, how do you stay focused with everything thrown at you? You know what's weird? I was just staring straight at the screen for a little bit, and I don't know. It just happens. It comes second nature. You just kind of do it. You know what's interesting? I've seen people use those. What do they call those things? It's like an eye tracking device. And I was thinking of maybe like doing that, like getting one of those eye tracking devices so you can see what I'm looking at when I'm shooting. Like what I'm, what enemies I'm about to shoot, or like where I'm about to go. I think it would be fascinating to see an eye tracking device on a shoot 'em up. I would have to mount it somehow where it's facing me in the middle of the screen so it can really capture where my eyeballs are. And then you can see like a circle of focus of like what I'm looking at before I shoot it. I think that would be kind of interesting. Yeah. We're going to do that. I'm going to see if I can do that. Just for the science of it, And play a game like this where you have just everything coming at you. It's 335. Like a camera. Yeah, it's like a camera that sits and stares at your eyes, and then it like analyzes where your pupils are, like what they're looking at. So like even your phones have that, because they use it for demographics, like, what are you staring at on a web page, or what are you looking at on a phone? That's a very real technology. And it's gotten better and better and better, and the sensors have gotten smaller and smaller. So now I think it's about time to maybe add one to the show for fun. Turn on the, maybe have it as like a redeem, turn on the the eye tracker. I don't think anybody's ever done that yet, so. Kill that guy. What a cool little ditty. I like it. It's funny because when I first heard this music, I'm like, I don't know about it, And it's been growing on me the more that I've been playing it. I'm like, oh yeah. It's like a short little, little thing. It doesn't have too much to the music, which is kind of disappointing, but like, it's still a little catchy little ditty. Okay, we've had enough speed. Whoa. See, those are the guys that'll kill you. The tanks. Tanks and turrets. They are your worst enemy. And things that shoot missiles, homing missiles. Yeah. Meow meow. Meow 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 meow. All right. Such a satisfying sound. That'd be a great for like a text message on your phone. I heard something else go off there. That was interesting. It was like a killer. Oh, we gotta pack the chonk in there. Yeah, we'll get some chonk bets after this. That's for sure. We'll swap games. This is final run. Final run for us. Final run. There we go. Truxton has been real. But we've learned a lot. We've learned a lot today. And slowly but surely, I will get through this game. Show everybody I'm a little bit of a Truxton master, because the last time we did a Truxton, little bit of a Truxton tournament in my my Discord, which if you do !Discord in the chat, you can get a link to it and you can join us. Occasionally we'll have STG nights, and one of the nights we did was a Truxton, and I did fantastic. So far I'm holding my Truxton belt rather high. And that means no auto fire either with Truxton. I'll take it. I think I got like 500 something thousand. Okay, this guy you gotta crack open the side and then just come around. Forget about those other dudes, because those turrets will get you. You just gotta get those turrets out of the way. The turrets will kill you. Just remember, the turrets will kill you. It's like you spend so much time focusing on these dumbass big old ships. It's like they don't help. They don't help at all. Okay, crank it up. Let's do this. Use the Schwartz! Use the Schwartz! Yes. A good score there, 176. I'll take it. So far. See if we could crack it. Good final run. Found a Cracker Jack box. Yes! You found it, a Cracker Jack box! Here we go. Mel Brooks, man. Good stuff. Love that movie. Spaceballs, the movie. Holy shit. Stop it. All right. Nice trick. Look. God, piss off. Ugh. Whoa. My heart. My heart. All right, what do we got next here? Oh shit! More of these guys, popcorn enemies. Tanks, 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 tanks. Kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it, kill it. Yes. What is this? All right. Start there. A little guy right down there. It was a little guy down there. He was waving at us. I'm not sure if you saw it. A little detail. Yes. Okay. Yes. No. Very much so. Need that speed. Need that speed. Oh, so rough. I was more worried about my bombs at that point. I just didn't know what I had, what I didn't have. Need to get my health, my power back. These chonk enemies, gotta watch out for them. Ooh. Stay away, stay away. They must die. Shit's coming from behind now. Missiles, missiles. Speed, take it. Whoop. Nice. Good grab. Let's get these turrets right now. Good. Good. enemy. Kill, 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 kill. There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the first time I've been this far at Truxton. Let's do this. Truxton 2. Turn red, baby. There we go. I don't know what this is, but we're gonna bomb it. I don't like you. I don't like you. Give me something to not like. No? Okay. Ooh. Shit, they're coming from the side. Just kind of hang out right there. Just watch out for those bullets. Oh, we got an extend, baby. Shit. Don't do this to me, my friend. No, we got bombs. Oh my God. You're swarming. There's big power up. Shit. Give me this. I'll take it. Give it. I need it. Okay. I'm out of bombs. Shit. Kill it. Cool down. Give me that. I'll take green, whatever it takes. We're back at it. We're still good. We're still scoring. Still scoring. We'll take that speed, please. Yes. Oh, my heart. Oh. Kill. I don't know what this is. Just kill them. Get out of here. I got greedy. No. These little guys are coming down the conveyor belt. Why didn't that one die, dude? I was putting in so many bullets in him. Get out of here with this. Oh shit, it's a box. No. Oh God. Look at this shit. I want to take him on just to beat him. Oh shit! Oh, I can't. Hang on. I just want to beat this boss. I'm just gonna put a little into this boss. Yeah. I just want to put a little into him. I will get some chug now. We will get some pet the chunk. We're gonna get some chug. Give me that. Let's see if we can destroy this thing before he gets to the. Oh, you can't. That thing takes a punishment. Hell of a good run. 334, 720. Yeah, forget it. Can't even. Last life to try to beat up this boss a little bit. That was a hell of a run. I'm getting better. I'm understanding Truxton 2. I'm understanding this game now. Oh, see, I couldn't. 334-720. 334-720. I need to write that down. 334-720 on the official Pandemicade, the Pandemicade whiteboard provided by the wonderful. Oh my God! Thank you so much for that follow. The wonderful Cy Griffo. Cute layer conveyor belt baddies. You ain't kidding me. Ansalade 13, thank you so much for that follow. I really do appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. 334-720. I almost want to make the rest of July Truxton 2 July because, man, this game, I'm just going to keep putting it in. I'm just going to keep putting it in. This is hard. This is hard work, but we're getting there. My original score when I started, right, was it was just a little north of 150. It was like 167 something. So I think 334 by doubling it today by learning a little bit about Truxton 2. That's not so bad. So first and foremost, let's take care of the things that are most important in our lives, which first is get a little bit of music on and do a little welcome here. How's everybody doing? You're tuned into live and direct from the Pandemicade for another fantastical episode of Arcade Cabinets and Coffee. And really glad to see y'all here today. Thank you so much. I will. That was a really good game. Thank you. Oh, I was so on edge, man. I was so on edge busting through this. Samurai Wesley in the house. Hey, sorry about that. I saw you jump in the chat, and I didn't get a chance to say thank you so much for stopping in today. Happy Sunday. So redeeming that hydrate by the Samurai Wesley is, we're going to do that right now. Sip of coffee to that damn great score. 334,720. Cheers to that frickin' Truxton 2 run. I'm pretty happy with that. This game leaves you with no comfort. And the minute you think you're comfortable is the minute that the game knows it could smell like your stupidity, right? Because you underestimate it. And the next minute it comes back and then it just pumps bullets into you. Horrific. It's a good game. Truxton 2. Solid game. Let's check in on the Chunk because we also have a pet, the Chunk by Laraya. Oh my God, the Chunk is in the house. Let's get those Chunk pets out of the way. Let's get those eye boogers. There you go, Bubs. Get those eye boogers out of there. Very nice. We're gonna pet the Chunk. Pet the Chunk. Oh, he needs all the Chunk pets. He's been up my ass since I came back from vacation. Of course, you leave an animal for 12 days. Next minute, they think you're dead. And you're the second coming of Christ when you come home. And he's just been up my ass. So I'm really glad to have him. And of course, he finally is in his chair. It's been a while since he's been in his little chair, but I think now it's more of just keeping the arcade cool because it is sunny outside, as you can see, and keeping that AC going. So we're going to keep those Chunk pets going. Yeah, I picked the eye boogers out, too. You got to help them out. Gotta help them out. You know what I mean? You want the Outrun cab. You know what? I'm overdue for doing an Outrun cabinet stream. Okay, Google, turn on Outrun. And there you go. Now that cabinet runs a Smarty Pie, which is really awesome. So it runs like a multi-kit. It's not original hardware, but the logic board isn't original. But the board that's in it is extremely custom, which is cool. And it runs a whole bunch of other games other than just Outrun, which is great. I can, of course, revert it back to its original hardware. Its boards are still in there. But, I choose to run the Raspberry Pi because it's just as good, and I'm not beating up the boards because the Outrun boards are insanely expensive. So there you go. So, yeah. It's a thing. It's a thing. We're really glad to have everybody. We're going to throw another game in. Oh, real quick, if anybody wants to see what's going on, this is what Truxton 2 looks like. It is a very small board. Now, I am a rather large man of stature, and I usually measure things by Polish heads.
So I would say probably 1.5 Polish heads big, maybe even 2 for this Truxton board. And it's kind of a little guy. The Toe Plan 2 hardware, these customs usually go out. So if you see this big old blue custom at the bottom, thankfully now there's reproductions of these. I do need to clean this JAMA edge. And of course you will know it's an official Toe Plan game because, of course, it has the stamp of goodness right there of Toe Plan Co. Limited. Yeah, this is the 2 hardware, the Toe Plan 2 hardware. The older Toe Plan 1 series stuff like Truxton, like the originals, much larger board, much taller board, and usually about a little bit wider. But the Toe Plan 2 stuff is much smaller, which I do like. There's only one game I really need to collect still. And it's the Mahou Daisuken, which is Sorcerer Striker. And I've been trying to find the damn Sorcerer Striker forever, and just nobody wants to sell them, which is kind of a bummer, you know? But, yeah. So if anybody's interested in seeing all of the different stuff that I do have in my collection, you can do game list. I need to update that, too, because I have a couple boards I got to add to that. Excuse me, my nose is running. And we're going to swap games. We're going to swap games to something interesting and fun. And it looks like there are package delivery people outside of my home. All right, we can do this. We can go with Cave. I think we'll do some Mushihime-sama today. I'm a little hungry for that. I feel like I haven't given Mushi enough love. But I am going to do a quick break just to find out what was delivered to the house. We are going to plug this bad boy in. This is Mushihime-sama by Cave. His original PCB, as you can see from the logo there. I know, it's very simple, but an awesome game nonetheless. And I am overdue to get a couple Mushi runs in, just because. I can't remember the last time I played Mushi on stream, so definitely overdue. We take a look at the boot up sequence of it, because everybody likes to see that. It's always fun to see the kind of inner workings of the hardware itself when it boots up. But really glad to have everybody. It's been a real nice, relaxing Sunday. Mushihime-sama. We're gonna do Cave. I think this is 2004. There we go. Cool. Mushihime-sama by Cave. If you've never seen this game, this is a beautiful, beautiful title. In fact, before I go any further, we will set up I gotta set up all my filters here. Give me just a second. And then I'm gonna take a quick break and find out what in the deuce has been delivered. Good. All right. Let me move my scaler down here so we can get the whole score. Oh, I gotta shrink it just a hair. What a freaking awesome game this is. An awesome game. Okay, cool. So I will be right back. I'm going to take a real quick break. I'm going to go find out what was delivered to my house, because after all, it is still business time here down at the Pandemicade. I will be right back. I'm going to leave you folks with a little bit of LTJ Bukon and MC Comrade. Just wonderful drum and bass. I'll be right back with some Mushihime-sama. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. See you soon.
Enter 97, I take you back in time. That's the one that's connected.
Glad to have everybody. Excuse me. Had some deliveries of some stuff that showed up. And so before we get started with a little bit of Mushihime Sama, one of Egon's favorite toys is these like little fish. These things that we like to call fresh fish. So we're going to do a box just came from Amazon of Egon's favorite toys. They're these cheap little fish, and we're going to make sure we give him one of them. Let's see his reaction. He doesn't know they're here yet. Let's look at his little reaction of the fresh fish. He's like, "Oh my God. The fresh fish is back in the house." He's like, "Oh my God, they're here. I would like this, please, sir. Can I please have my fresh fish? Here's your fresh fish. Here you go, Bubba." So he's got his fish. We also have some of his bananas. We get these bananas that are full of like catnip, and he goes bonkers over them. But he loves these fish. I don't know what's up with them. I don't know what they spray on them, but he loves them. And he'll bring them from room to room, or I'll wake up in the morning and be like, "How about some fresh fish high fives? Fresh fish high five? Do it. You can do it. You can do it." No, he doesn't want to do it. He's like, "No." Okay. He loves his fresh fish. Catnip licking for days. Yeah, I don't want to bust out the bananas yet, because the bananas make him kind of nuts. He starts to get really fidgety, and he's all over the place. And then both of the cats start fighting. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, so we're gonna go through this, and then I think I'm gonna be done for the day. I just wanted to do a couple games today. Couple games. I knew I wanted to play something, so we got it set for normal. A little bit of Mushihime Sama. If people don't know anything about this game, this is one of those shoot 'em ups by Cave, which is just a real nice game. If you've never played it before, I don't know what is going on with like my chat and all of this stuff, kind of just all over the place. But lately, my Twitch layouts have been just all screwy. Okay. We're going to get some original in. So I forgot that in my town, there is a car show. And I did promise my neighbor... chunks out the door. I did promise my neighbor that I would go visit, see him in his car, because I know how proud he is of it. And probably going to take the scooter on down and take a look and see what's going on over there. But we're going to get a couple Mushi runs in. Then I'm going to head on out. I just realized. It's like, oh shit, the car show's going on today. see what the neighborhood brings out. Sometimes you see some really cool machines. Some real jank stuff too. Meow, 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 meow. Ugh, nose. I don't know what it is about the nose itch in these games, man. You know what's really weird is like now that I've played Truxton 2, this game feels easy. It feels so easy. It's like everything else just has its volume turned down. Truxton 2 really does that to you. Ah. Ugh. Give Meow remix. Meow. Meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Scares you. Concentrated fire. There we go. Go up there. Go get your Doritos. Just realized I gotta move my screen over. Like I'm missing a whole chunk of the screen. Yeah, catnip makes me do the drug addict. They're like total drug addicts. It's nuts. They go bonkers for an olive? Hey, 48K, what's going on? Yeah. Good to see you in here today, by the way. Happy Sunday. I appreciate the little follows and a couple of resubscriptions today. Big thank you. Of course, the bits as well. That was very generous. Helped me buy a little coffee. I like this little scoring technique here. If you can get near that plant at the top of the screen. Why am I fighting that? Why am I fighting that? Jesus. What's this? You gotta hit it with a laser though. And then you see all these points go flying out of it. It's really cool. There we go. Ah, god damn it. Yeah, I need to warm back up. I'm abandoning this. This is just not happening. I can't get hit. I can't get hit. You gotta run? Alright, Stormbringer. Cheers to you. Mom invited you for some burgers at her place. Lucky. Good afternoon, Griffa. Sip of coffee for the Stormbringer. What's going on? I need to get my second wind here. It's like once you're back in it, once you're back in it, like once you get into one game, it's like you have to shift, you know. It's good to see everybody, per usual. I know we're starting to get the afternoon crowd. You're waking up, you're getting on, firing up the computer. Once again, damn it, why is my nose itching? Man. blame Truxton too. Give me your Doritos. It's good to see everybody. Good to see everybody in the afternoon. Soon to be afternoon. Or no, it's well, at least for the East Coast it is. I want to see stage 4 today. Nushi. I want to get to stage 4 with good success. No questions. There we go. There we go. Woo! Oh my god, I should have died there. Ah. Ah. No. Oh, bad bugs. Really good bug is a dead bug. Especially like June bugs. I can't stand June bugs. I don't like them. I think they're gross. I can't stand seeing them. I don't like their crunch. I can't stand June bugs. Can I just let everybody know that? I think they're gross. And they're like whenever you like kind of knock one over and they get all pissed off. And they bite too. June bugs bite. East Coast candy crab. East Coast bug haters. That's what we're doing. We're doing West Coast, East Coast. I saw in Borderlands got himself a new logo. Looks like he's trying to start some sort of East Coast representation or something. Hopefully that works out. Personally, getting a little tired of it's always West Coast this, West Coast that. Like, hey man, we got arcades too. Who cares really what people have? It's just a big old dick swing contest anyways. In the end, you know? Shit can be shipped. It's like once freight is entered. Oh, there it is, there's the points! You see that? I did the point thing. Where all the Doritos come flowing out of it. That's cool. Yeah, it's like once shipping kind of entered the arena, you can pretty much get anything anywhere. It's just depends on who has the most money, I guess. Oh shit! Oh, shit! I was kind of talking. I was at the. Although speaking of Midwest representation, I know it's a little. It's very. The collectors out here are so much different than like East Coast. I think there's a little more sense of community out in. There's a little more sense of community out in the East Coast and West Coast because they have smaller, probably areas where they can probably pretty much roll those machines right into their house. Like in Chicagoland, we don't have any candy cap meets or anything like that, and it'd be nice if we could get those together. I know, in fact, the guy I'm wearing his shirt, Psychic Drive, he's been moving his machines all over the Midwest to a lot of the shows, so it's really cool to see, some of his wonderful machines out at trade shows and stuff like that. But we definitely are. We have so many damn wood cabinets. I mean, after all, this was home of American arcades, Everything was distributed from here, so we're just home of Mortal Kombat, I guess, at this point. Yeah, shit. I'm tired of this guy. real rough spot there. Ah, and I hit the bomb too. You can see my bomb button hit, and it's like just the wrong frame. Just want to end this boss. You gonna start your own dynasty on the east? Yeah. No coast, no kings. I can agree with that, yeah. I like the no coast. That's, yeah, the combo breaker has definitely shown that the Midwest has got some muscle. And the interest is out here. That's the problem, is the interest is out here, and a lot of the candy cabs are out here, and collectors do have them. It's just that people don't bring them out. So that's kind of a thing. Yeah. Shit. So I was at a convention. This, as I was telling everybody yesterday, it's they call it the Midwest Gaming Summit. No, I'm sorry. The Video Game Summit. Video Game Summit of Midwest, and it's like it's kind of near Galloping Ghost a little bit. It was really nice. They have a lot of vendors. I wish I'd have got video and pictures. It's just I didn't feel like filming people. You know what I mean? But it was nice, and I started talking to the guys at Midwest Gaming Classic who do the Milwaukee show, and every year, like, people bring like lots of consoles and cool rare antiquities and stuff like that, but there's no real candy cab representation for Japanese arcade gaming. And everybody I talked to over there was like, yeah, man, how could we see only like 3 or 4 candy cabs at Midwest Gaming Classic? And I was like, hey, maybe we should start getting, put the word out that, and they were literally offering me like a room to put all of our candy cab stuff in. And I was like, yeah, man, we might start a mini Evo and fighting, people would be like, playing fighting games and stuff like that. It'll happen. Like, if we tell people the candy cabs will be there, people will flock, like they will offer me a room. And I was like, And I got a contact of the guy, and I do have a cabinet I can bring. It's just, it's just getting and finding the other collectors out here, because like a lot of collectors in Chicagoland, they just, they have like maybe one cab, so it's, or they're in their apartments where they got to lug them downstairs and things, or they don't have a car to bring them and things like that. It's so it'd be cool. It'd be cool to get a bunch of people out, and do that type of stuff. Squeeze 3? Hey, we can work it out, dude. It's next year, so we have a lot of time to think about it. It's like April, so not totally ton of time, but enough. But I was thinking about doing that. Yeah, you bring a couple cabinets. They were offering me like a room, and I told them like we would do like Twitch stuff and set up a small little streaming setup, and they're like, yeah, no problem, we would totally do that. It'd be nice to do that. And I was like, so I'm gonna email them. We'll see what happens. I think it would be kind of neat to do. I was talking even to a couple. It was Paul Niedermeyer. He's one of the guys that did art for Mortal Kombat, and he does a lot of stuff around Chicagoland and stuff too. He's one of the original like artists and voices, of Mortal Kombat, the original. You see a lot of those dudes around Chicagoland just because, it's the home of Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so I was talking to him, and he's just like, he was like, because I remember when I saw him in Free Play Florida, him and Tim Kitzrow, and we were, the guy from NBA Jam, Slam Jam Bam, baby, that guy. But anyways, so he's just like, yeah, I never knew that type of gaming existed. He's like, you guys should do more of that. He's like, you should totally do more of that. He's like, I didn't know that was a thing. And he's like, I know a lot of people that would be very interested in seeing this stuff. And I'm like, yeah. The problem is, it's like, you always got to watch your stuff, especially if like you're bringing a collector's cabinet on down. Now, I do have a Blast City at home here in the garage, and I was going to team it up. So maybe one of the cabinets that I work on, that I'll have like a I'll have like a junker show cabinet that I'll drag to shows and stuff. I think that would be kind of fun to like do a couple of the overnights and stuff, and just see what those that show culture is like. You know, I did when we did some of the overnights at Free Play Florida, and that was just absolutely a lot of fun. Just meeting all the different people from, you know, industry, and you know, getting a chance to have some drinks with you know, Tim Kitzrow from NBA Jam, and God darn it, I thought that was some valuable insight, just getting that history and just talking with those people. Just find out what makes them tick. What are they doing now? You know. It's always good to make business contacts, you know what I mean? You always want to do custom art marquees for NBA Jam on Fire Edition Blast City. That would be pretty cool. Oh my God, two eager twos teamed up like you had at Neon Retrofest. Speaking of which, Neon Retrofest, man, good times. But yeah, I think a lot of us are kind of wanting to do that. You know, now that I have a hitch on my car, I can drag stuff around a little bit more. Not to mention, I can totally fit like a, you know, Blast City in my car. It's not a problem. I mean, I've lugged one from Michigan to here before. Astro City, not so much, but Blast City for sure. All the damn custom CPs, you know, and molded in control panel. Ugh. I need to slow down. But yeah, so there's some thoughts, some other things that are going on. Is possibly working with Midwest Gaming Classic. So we had some real constructive conversation with these guys. It was one of the dudes that's been running it for like 20 years. I was talking to, and yeah, it's just collectors just like us, and they just want to run the show and have a good time. And I was like, okay, let's talk. So I got to email him, and he's like, make sure you put in bold candy cabs in the subject, and I'll probably get back to you sooner. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. I think it'd be neat to do like a festival style thing where we can do like a, hey, meet and greet, and people can just hang out and play games against us, and who knows, maybe just kind of like what we did at Neon Retrofest, where we just kind of rotate games and hang out and dude, but of course with the Twitch stream element, of course. The question is how much do I want to put into it, because it's like I've done these types of things before where you bring things to a festival and it's like you get kind of burned, and I don't want to get burned on festival shit anymore. It's like I've done enough of those, so I need to tread. It's like I've treaded those waters a long time ago with like QuakeCon and all that, and it's like I think what a lot of people also tend to do is they forget that their time is valuable. So you have to play a little devil's advocate with yourself to make sure that you're not putting yourself out, and wasting a bunch of money on just wrecking stuff. Kind of some ideas, I guess. I don't know. Of course, you're always going to have doubts. But positively, I was like, we got to do it. We got to do it. Owl Anonymous in the house. Only need to bring Chowk. Oh my God. Speaking of Owl, you're going to be at the Pinball Festival this year. You better be. Chicagoland Pinball Festival. I've been trying to get his ass here for the Owl versus Psycho stream. One of those days. Hopefully you can carve a little time out this time. I'm gonna keep poking you for it, Owl. Get you some real pizza. What's up? Tracks, hot track here. Go to the extend, baby. Let's get that extend. Yeah. Give me it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Got a bomb. We will use that. Fuck it. Shit. Just stand still. When I see the blast like that, I'm just like, stand still. Okay, itch the nose. Itch all the nose right now. Let's get that extend. Damn it. Good. I'm glad you're coming up a week early, Al. Burnout is real once you see people enjoying the games and the cab makes up for it. I feel you, man. There's also the option to bring the binders of DVDs. A World 9 does conventions, easy swapping it out for consoles with select Yeah, PCBs is a whole different thing, too. PM Collector Boy, you're watching Alien Resurrection? I like that movie. Hate me all you want, but I like that movie. It's cheesy. It's cheesy, but it's good. Like, it's good. It's good for the sake of it being Aliens movie. Like, you gotta. Okay. For movies like that, you have to kind of like think of it like the comic book. You ever? I hate to say it, it's like, have you read the comic books? But sometimes, like, if you go into those movies like just kind of expecting nothing and just thinking of like a comic book, because that's what Aliens kind of is to a degree after that point. I don't know. I kind of found it fun. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. We can do this. I like this S-Power. S-Power was pretty dangerous. We're gonna do the S-Power again. I don't know. I kind of like that movie. I have a soft spot for like all the weird alien movies. The only ones I have a real issue with are the Aliens versus Predator movies. I think they had a chance. They had a chance to make those awesome, and they just couldn't do it. I don't know what it is about those movies, but they just couldn't do it. But Resurrection ain't too bad. Like, there's some neat points to that. Because, like, I read a couple of the Aliens books, like some of the side books, and, like the Weyland-Yutani things, like how they were like testing on and trying to figure out how to get the drone soldiers, the alien drone soldiers, to like do their bidding, and try to understand like their behavioral patterns and stuff like that. Like, I kind of like that, and I like how Alien Resurrection somewhat went into that. And then they also talk, like in other movies, about how you know, like Prometheus. If you look at the two Prometheus movies, they talk about how the alien itself, like the xenomorph, you know, the material, it kind of fuses with the DNA, and you know, it becomes this secondary being, you know, kind of almost like a zombified version of itself, like a mixed, you know, like a big old cocktail of DNA, but more in the alien's favor, which is always kind of interesting. So, like, yeah, you know, Resurrection was about like that big, you know, that mother mixture, and you know, of course, like they pooped out the alien version of Sigourney Weaver, who can, you know, shoot basketball hoops better than anybody else on the ship. It's like, what? I know, it's ridiculous, but it was fun. I don't know. That's just, I don't know, my own take on it. I think it's just because I like the books. You know, I like some of the books in the comics. Yeah. So in Borderland, as for that thing with Midwest Gaming Classic, I'll loop you in and we'll see what happens. I'll email and see what transpires. You know, he did kind of say, "Give me a room," and I was like, "Oh, really?" So the question is what interest can I drum up? I would have to, like, you know, herd cats at this point and see if it's, you know, really going to be worth it. It's getting those collectors to come out. You know, it's not easy to do so. God, just random garbage bullet. Garbage bullet. Oh, shit. I want that. See, I keep trying to get that stupid thing up front where, like, I'm trying to get the bonus where I hit those things and you see the Doritos come flying out of it. Stop dying. See, that's what I'm saying, Al. Like, I was talking earlier in this show. I'm not sure if you were here earlier, but I was at a trade show yesterday, and a couple of the guys who run Midwest Gaming Classic, like the original founder guys, were there, and I was asking them, you know, I was talking to them about candy cabs. I'm like, I know you guys do, you know, pinball is getting really heavy there, and you know, it's good to see the show is growing, you know, but there's no representation for a lot of the Japanese stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, man. He's like, we've been asking, but nobody's, you know, kind of been answering the call. But it would be wonderful to see some of that hardware and gaming. And I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, we have a bunch of people that do it. The question is like, who wants to go and bring their stuff? You know, because then again, you're always risking with a show of that size. You know, it's like you have to almost be prepared. Because it's a big show. It's a real big show, and a lot of people will come. And the question is like, you know, you gotta bring some junker components. If you don't got them, you know, are people gonna want to bring cabs out? That's the question. Because for me, it's like a 40-minute drive to Milwaukee, maybe an hour with traffic. But like at speed, I can get to Milwaukee in like 40 minutes. So just some thought. You know, some thought. I was offered a room at the Midwest Gaming Classic for candy cabs if I would help organize it. And I was like, I think that sounds like it would be fun. It sounds like it would be fun. This would be a nice goal, you know, to kind of get everybody together, is maybe organize something here in the Midwest, because just, you know, there's very few places that have candy cabs you can get, you know, close to and play. And same as like, I know there's, you know, 2 locations right now you can go to. I don't know if they're still around, but a guy who runs a Latino grocery store called the Candy Cade, and he was doing stuff there, but it was mostly like the King of Fighters people, because it was like of course it was like all of the King of Fighters people would go there, and I haven't seen any of those events since, like recently one of the King of Fighters members passed away, not too long ago. So like ever since then, you know, since COVID, those haven't been getting together. And then the only other place with candy cabs in Chicagoland is Logan Arcade, which is pretty legendary. You know, Logan Hardware, Logan Arcade, and they host regular Street Fighter Third Strike and X, Street Fighter X. It's kind of nice to see, but you know, it's like everybody's fragmented around here. I'd have to put out like an APB, like, you want to bring a cabinet? You want to get together? But like, it's got to be for a couple days, you know, like 3 days. I gotta look at the rules, like, what are the rules for getting stuff in? Because I know there's like cost for, there's like a dock fee for some of these places. And then like if the dock's not open to move your cabinet or whatever, you're kind of just stuck there. I remember seeing something about that last year when I was looking at their auction floor. You know, a long time ago, I always wanted to do like LAN parties and stuff, and you know, we tried to do that. Those are always a big pain in the butt to do. Of course, you know, there's QuakeCon, which I did, which was somebody else's dream. And of course, I ran that course, and I'm done with it. You know, I'm retired. Retired for QuakeCon for sure. So I was like, hey, why not a new venture? You know, I don't see why arcades couldn't be too much once a year. Might even be a good opportunity to, as I said earlier, to like do a meet and greet. You know, just get people together and play some games. So we'll see. So mark my words, there's going to be some discussion. There will be discussion. Okay, good run. Good run so far. Get them feats. Get them feats. Get them feats. Ooh. Here we go. Got them feats. Give me your feats. You stupid bug. Give me them feats. You stupid bug. Feats. Gonna shoot your feats. Uh-oh. He's not happy with me. I love shooting those bugs' feeds. In case you don't know. Whoop. Give me your feeds. Okay, here we go. The final run. We can get close. We can pile it in. Pile it in. Pile it in. Pile it in. Pile it. There it is. It's always the roughest. Give me your Doritos. Cool Ranch. They give you a micro feel about overseas gamings, yeah. We'll talk about it in Borderland. We can talk on the side, you know what I mean? Portland Gaming Expo, no candies in sight. I guess it's dominated by local barcades, yeah. That's what it is. It's the same thing. It's like dominated by a lot of local barcades and especially pinball. And like, pinball's good and fun, but like I can't get around pinball all day. Like, I don't know. That's just not me. But it's okay. Like, I love seeing other people play it. I love the art. I especially love the art. But yeah, the Midwest is dominated by pinball right now. It is pinballs and old woodies, like all the wood cabinets, you know, anything Midway, anything, you know, anything classic you can think of, it's out here. There were so many offices. I think Namco even still has an office out here too. Pretty sure of it. I think they're in Buffalo Grove. Ah, shit. Just gonna hammer this guy in. Just gonna knock all this out. My first death. God damn it. This is just a part of the boss. This is the whole stage is a big boss. Let me crank this up. best weapon in the game right now. Damn it. Let's get that one up, and I think I could do something about this. Damn it! You have to get past this mushy stage boss. Eventually, the slowdown gets you. Yes. The whole thing. The whole thing. Portland Expo feels like a collector's event in many years. Portland has always been a collector's event. It always has been. Because, like, all of the old Nintendo and all those dudes out in Washington, like, they get all those crazy prototypes and games that just end up out in those Portland shows. And, yeah, it's gotten ridiculous. Pinball and pachinko. Yeah. Some people can, some people can't. And, hey, it's okay. Like, I don't want to be slamming on something that people like. And, you know, pinball clearly has value, like, especially after watching, you know, going to Free Play Florida and watching people play, like, competitively and learning, like, what they do in order to play and, you know, how to shift the machine and just learning some of the different, you know, like, how people play the game and how they, you know, like, how they like the flow of the title and things like that. I think that's fascinating. You can feel the design, you know, the physical feeling of the design of the game. I think that's kind of fascinating, especially like when you see some of these newer games. Like I'm a big fan of the Stranger Things pinball that has like the play field that like glows bright blue and like all sorts of stuff. Like that stuff kills me. It's a big old Rube Goldberg machine, you know, and Lord knows I do like to kind of sit and just watch a game from time to time, you know. In some ways I can respect the people that really know how to play it, because I sure can't. Every time I play, I'm just like the ball goes right down the middle. I'm like, what am I supposed to bump the thing? Am I supposed to bump it? I don't know. Like, I'm afraid to bump the table. You know what I mean? All right. Let's keep going. I got about probably 2 more in me. What time is it here? Yeah, I got a little bit of time. And then I got to get out of here because I want to get to... Oh, dude, Ghostbusters Deluxe, yeah. Yeah, then I got to get to this car show today. Check out this car show. So we're going to do another original. We're going to do W Power again. I still like the W Power. Just kind of ripping through Mushi here today. Yeah, but you know, pinball's got its people, and clearly it's going nowhere. Like this is the hottest thing I've seen in forever. Like after kind of talking to a lot of the industry people that been selling, buying all this stuff, pinball clearly has value. It's but I think in the arcade scene we're starting to see a little of that die down, because now all of the free money is gone. You know, the free money from, at least in America, the free expendable cash is gone, because we had a lot of it during the pandemic. So people were buying stuff left and right. Prices went through the roof. You saw a lot of people during the pandemic buying hardware just so that they got something to do, or to learn something. A lot of people picking up on hobbies. You know, they think it's the end of the world, so you're going to go back to a comfortable place. You're going to go to your retro chunk of your brain, you know? And, yeah, retro sells, man. Retro definitely sold, and its stock went way up during the pandemic, and now you're seeing, like, some of that burn off, because as people made all these decisions and bought all these crazy machines, and now they're like, okay, well, I should probably sell it now. Because of course, inflation has gone through the roof, so, like, just the cost of living is there, and no more free money, so what are you seeing now? Seeing a lot of machines on the market. New machines, too. Stuff that was bought, you know, either, like, during or post-pandemic. Like, I saw a couple of those 007 machines already up, and I'm like, are you kidding me already? Like, this just came out. Pinball's kind of funny like that. And I'm also starting to see, like, a lot of the classic machines, because I've been watching. There's one pin that I really do like. God damn it. One pinball I really, 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 really do like, and it's called Roadshow. And it's like Funhouse. It's got those little crazy, little, like puppeteer-like looking characters. And it has a lot of Chicago isms in it. And it's like probably the most Chicago pinball I can think of. And I like that there's like this little radio that goes off, and it's just full of character. You know, the machine rumbles and stuff like that. But anyways, I remember seeing that machine probably about last year going for like $8,000, and now I'm starting to see it go for $6,000. And people still aren't buying it, you know, so like I think the writing's on the wall I think that bubble is starting to pop. Prices are coming down, thankfully, so hopefully the entry for pinball will maybe drop too for some of these newer machines, because man, like 10K and all these tiered special edition machines, I just don't get it. It's like whatever just happened to releasing one machine. It's like, that's it. Move on. Then it feels like, oh, well, you got like a machine, and then it's like, well, which one did you get? You got the premium, or do you got the platinum, or the limited? And you're like, I don't. Wait, it's not the same machine? No. Makes me wonder what the resale value on is like for the lower class. Shit. It's just, I'm abandoning this run. Not a good run. Killing me. Yeah, no vacation, man. I'm just going to go buy a cabinet. My opinion, it's the upkeep that keeps it getting bigger. That's not so bad. Pinball, like, the upkeep isn't bad. Dude, everybody I know that owns pinball, like, they don't, you know, I've seen machines run forever. As long as they're just kept in, like, a, you know, you got to maintain, yes, you got to maintain them. You know, things got to be, pop the play field, like a, you know, gate's not going down, or a ball gets stuck somewhere, or you realize, like, the plastic that it came with chipped off on one of the bumpers, and it's causing a weird, you know, ball to get stuck, or a playfield, or a spring goes bad, or a solenoid goes bad. It's like, yeah, there's repair, but I think that is in like kind of some of the magic of why people do like to own the machines too. It's, you know, it's the magic of having that Rube Goldberg machine run really well and look good too, especially like you see some of these older pinballs, and they have you know, like they've been refurbished with like the LED lights and stuff, and you know, new plastics, and it's like you almost breathe life into this machine that just, you know, or fix a flaw. I've seen like even some of these guys, these aftermarket dudes, creating like parts that fix flaws in old machines and make them better, and it's like, that stuff's cool. It's not fixing a flaw or like fix a playfield problem. But it's no different than any other hobby, you know, whether it's cars or hell, even, you know, and any antiquing style hobby where there's mechanics or electrical involved. You know, there's always going to be something to be improved from its predecessor, whether it's something that material they didn't use or something like that, you know. Rollers, springs, any consumable, of course, will always fail. Lubrication. Yeah, it's started a whole other bunch of businesses like pinball repair, pinball parts, pinball reproductions. Like, it's great. You know, we're seeing a lot of businesses go away because of automation, or computing. But it's other businesses are springing up. You know, so it's kind of cool to see. Plus 3D printing, like you think of how 3D printing has changed pinball. I bet you that, or fast prototyping with like CNC machines, and think of all of that has changed over the years. It's beautiful. You now can send off to China and get like batches of PCBs made for reproduction. Like, it's wonderful. Make your own stuff at home. Yeah, I like the customizations. Like you said, the Ghostbusters. I saw like a full-on Ghostbusters one that was like the top tier Ghostbusters pinball, and still I'm just like, man, it was an experience, like you have a whole experience. The cabinets rumbling, all the lighting, and it's just like, wow, this is cool. They have like this big old topper with the little klaxon horn on it. I thought that was cool. Being able to it's like felt like you're touching the movie, You saw these little throwbacks to different characters in the movie and ghosts and Stay Puft. All right, not so bad. Let's do this. Got a good run here. This guy's always here just to screw with you. I'm gonna crank it up in a second here after I kill him. There we go. Why not? Oh man, pinballs are great. But again, we can go down that rabbit hole. Yeah, I understand it too. Like after going to like Lake Arcade's house and seeing everything he's got going on over there and understanding what he does with his machines, and I think it's great. Seems like a fun hobby. But if anything, a lot of these Japanese arcade cabinets, man, I'm starting to see some flex in the pricing, at least on some of the older cabinets. Blast City's the common cabinets. Give me your feet, you stupid bug. Give me your feet. You gotta give me the feet. You got him. Give me your feet. You stupid fuck. Your feet. Give me your feet. Yeah, eat it. Give me your Doritos. One half inch over. Give me your feet, you stupid fuck. Ow! Oh shit, that was close. Your feet's and Doritos. You gotta figure out what blanket design. Yeah, questionable leftovers. I apologize. E-Gun has decided to take off. But yeah, that's a common. Just look up. Blanket from show Roseanne. Blanket from Roseanne show. Something like that. And they'll go into the whole history of it. It's a very Midwestern thing. It's like it's very Midwest. Like you saw those blankets. It's a very common pattern. I think my mom made that too, or maybe it was my original grandma. I remember it being my grandma's blanket. My dad's mom. It's one of the few things I have from her. Bug Princess, let's do it. we can get an extend here and try to do something about this level. Nothing to do with this boss. Shit. He's gonna bomb it out. That's okay. Ooh. Get moving. Those warbling bullets. They just keep coming. I will take it. Yes. Damn! Yeah, crocheted Afghan. Granny squares. I think it might be called granny squares as well. Granny square blanket Afghan pattern. There you go. Can't go wrong. We'll take a look at it. I get all, you know, it's really funny because I have more people ask me about this blanket than anything. They love it. There's holes in this thing. Like, we've washed it hundreds of times. It's just a real solid, comfy blanket, and the cats love it. It's just a real good cat blanket. And I mean, also in the winter too. It's great. We got behind there. Oh yeah, I didn't show everybody. We got new Street Fighter 6 arts, by the way. Take a look at these. Got some Street Fighter 6. Finally got some. I got a little Capcom sticker from an old cabinet. Put it in there. But yeah, I'm really happy with these Street Fighter 6 arts. They came all the way from, I think, like Turkey. Yeah, the Roseanne blanket. You're currently cleaning up an Astra, but yeah, you want to hunt down 2 blasts for their versus capability. And 1 player head-to-head. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do, too. I think that's what's going to happen in the end, because what I really want to do in the end here is I want to kind of clean things up where both blasts are going to be here in this corner, and then I'm going to build a computer area here. So, like, both blasts will sit side by side, and then all of this will move over. And this will be kind of like the main cabinet for streaming. And, you know, second player, of course, will be over here. And then behind me, which I think what we're going to do is then put all the shmup cabinets behind me. So I was thinking of moving those 2 Astros, and I'll put all the Astros together, Astro 1, 2, and 3, and then probably do the Vuelix in the, put the Vuelix in the Outrun in the corner. And most likely the Neo Geo will go in my office. So we'll see what happens, you know. I wonder how long you can walk around a PGA tournament wearing a titties hat. I don't know. I don't know. You probably will be, well, I don't know. You probably can get away with it in America now. But, like, back in the day, you can. Unless you're going to be on camera. You know what I mean? But, yeah. You're currently cleaning up an arrow. Arrows are neat. Arrows are not my kind of cabinet. They're a little too short and squat for me. Because, as you can, I'm not sure if you can see here, but I tend to man spread here. And I'm also, my legs are really tall. So I have to have the 40, you know, some odd, 47, 42 centimeter stools. I have to have the higher ones, the 47s. Yeah. And this is the Taito bench, too, which is even better because it gives me, like, really good comfy. And I can go up and down with it. It's wonderful. I like the arrows, though. They're a real neat shape. Unique hardware. You know, they're older hardware. Pre-JAMA. Let's go with that S-Power. Thank you, Retro Owlin84. Thank you. We're going to do probably 2 more runs. And then we're going to call it quits for today. So, Retro Allwin, this is my little home arcade here in Chicagoland. I do a Twitch show every Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. And we mostly use real arcade hardware. This ship is fast. Look at me, it's just very fast. We have quite a few cabinets here. Everything's kind of turned off just to keep the heat out of the house because it's going to be a little warm today. And we got the AC on, so we only have a couple of the cabinets on today. They do generate heat. This room does get warm if you have everything on, especially with the Outrun or the Vuelix cabinet. Dumps heat. The Outrun? Well, Outrun not so much anymore. It used to. When I had the Outrun board, the old Outrun board creates a lot of heat. But the new, the Retro Pi doesn't. Not Retro Pi. The Smarty Pi does a real good job at keeping some of that electric and heat down in that cabinet, which is nice. But yeah, during the winter, we'll crank on all the cabinets and it gets real nice and toasty and comfy in here. We also have the fireplace. We have a real nice fireplace in here too. Okay, I don't want to die in this boss here, please. There we go. Yeah, we're still doing the Neo Turf Masters. We're not going to do it today, but Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Neo Turf Masters Summer Classic will continue. No miss. Speaking of which, you cleared all routes. Outrun with freestyle settings. Now you got the M2 version, so that's a good version of Outrun. I really like that one a lot. That's the one that was on the 3DS, and then they migrated it to Switch. I wish they would migrate their damn version of Galaxy Force 2 already. I'm like, come on, man. That's all I need. All I needed. That's all I need. They did it with almost every other game. They didn't do it with... Oh, wait, no, they did bring the Fantasy Zone on over. That's right, they did. Oh my god, that bullet just kissed me. Do not do that again. Kill this thing. Goodbye. This might be my last run here. Now that I really think about it. Start getting things together. Enjoy the rest of my Sunday. It's been really nice. Really nice to kind of wake up and play some shmups. Just kind of talk about nothing. I mean, that's kind of like what my show really is, but... Always good to see all the faces of everybody in here, especially my people that can't join us. Oh, give me your feets. Give me your feets. You stupid fuck. Give me your feet. Give me your feets. I don't know if it helps, but I like shooting its feet. Knock him out. Whoop. Good morning. Great shmup right here. Lasonic Shock, what's going on, man? Hey, did you have a good show? Did you speak? We were talking about that show a little bit earlier. Talking about that the video game summit. Did you have a good show? I'd like to know. It's another person I talked to down at VGS. I really like that show. It's gotten better and better. It used to be held in this really horrible place called it's this like place in Berwyn. It was a total hole. It was like a sports complex, and it was just gross. Dang. I should have died there. Jesus Christ. Once again, almost chewed on that bullet. I was riding right towards it. So I'm gonna log this guy here. Chill out here for a second. Whoa! Kill all that. Yes. Damn it. We're gonna go through it. We're gonna go through with it. Not my best scores, man. Having issues beating this boss today. Holy crap. Holy crap. Yeah, this is... I need to practice this thing, because I want to get the one up here. It's a very tight spot. Very tight spot to flip through there. And you gotta kind of like advance up forward and hit each one of these guys one at a time. For whatever reason, those all blew up very easily. Yeah, this is the final boss. Give me your wings. Your stupid wings. Shoot your feet. Give me your feet. Give me your feet. You stupid bug. Oh. I like that you can just get right next to it while you got a bomb and just pump bullets into it. Yes. See, if I could just get past that damn thing, I could do better. Another level I need to practice here. And I'm going to crank it up. Tried to get that head out. Oh my god. Yeah, you can't let these things run the screen. You gotta find a way to kill them as soon as possible. Oh, gross. Give me your feet. You stupid bug. Give me your feet. You stupid bug. Ow. Give me your feet. You stupid bug. It's a new song. It's a new Mushi song. It's hot. It's climbing up the charts. Just give me your feet, you stupid bug. Psycho Web 1. No Limit Productions. Oh my god. Good practice here, but love how they give you max power just because they know you're practicing at this point. The game knows. Oh, you can play that close. That's cool. Oh, gotta practice that. Yo, Kavis, what's going on, man? Change airplane. You have yourself a good day, man. Give me them Doritos, you stupid bug. Cashing out now. You have a great day? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Just doing a little practice here, and then we're going to close out the show. Thanks for stepping in, Kavis. Great to see you. Josh. You try to put in some heavy shot on it, you get taken out. Oh. Need to practice. I'm gonna also 1cc this too before the end of the year. I really want to do it. I think I can do it. Toilet. Let's try to get over. Look at this madness. I need to change my bat top, man. I miss my bat top. Slipping off this knobby top. We're like fourth quarter. Fifth quarter. He's trying to get in there on this beetle. Everything dies. Everything dies. Whoa! Oh, it's giving me a feats time.
あなたがそうなの？
やあ、よく来てくれたね。
Big buck. Super buck. The pop bongos. Let's finish the fight. Get off of that heavy. Move faster. Give me them feet. Why not? Finding that spot. Getting over that, like, you got a bullet slip through there. You just gotta run through it. Just gotta run through it. Yeah, that was a
会えてよか
bad.
った。
Yeah, die. So cool. How was Poland? Poland was cool. Tiring, but it was a lot of food. Food was wonderful. Everything was stupid cheap. The landscape is gorgeous. The people are extremely friendly. Yeah, everything's cheap, like dumb cheap, Kavas. Like, it was great. I wish we had a little bit more time in a couple other places in Poland. You know, going to Krakow, I think, was the highlight of the trip. Learned a lot, you know, from like just everybody there. It was just such a neat city. Milnich, Poland was in the middle of farmland. Those people really party. I got zero sleep. You know, being able to drive across Poland itself, like, was really awesome. Just being able to see the countryside, you know, from a car. Easy to drive over there. By the way, I love their gas stations. Like, their BP it was awesome. They had, like, a full-on hot food set up there. It was the most gorgeous gas station I've ever seen. Like, all of their gas stations are super nice. Fuel is expensive, and their pumps work very fast, which is kind of neat. Like, they don't have multiple fuel options like we do in America. They just have one fuel. That's it. That's all you get. It's kind of cool. Any recommended tourist sites? Just go to Krakow. That's all I could say. Just go to Krakow. There's so much to see there. And we're not done. We're not done with Krakow. You got, like, castles. They got all sorts of... They had, like, a freaking... I mean, of course, you can go see the camp there if you want. The German camp. It's totally worth seeing. But the city alone, city is amazing. There's so much stuff to do. There's, like, a salt mine out there, apparently. That's really nice. You name it. But yeah, we're not done with Poland. I think Poland will be coming back because they're not a part of the European Union. So, like, the cost of everything is just so cheap. It was great, and the food was wonderful. I can't stress that enough for me. I don't know. It was good. Definitely check it out. You know, I wish we had a little bit more time in Warsaw or Wrocław, but we didn't. Yeah. So, yeah, it's basically like Poland is just like Wisconsin. It's like it's kind of like upside down Wisconsin with, like, mountains on the north side, which of course is where Lithuania and all that is. You know, we mostly stood in the greater Poland and southern Poland areas. So I can't speak much for the Highlands, but I hear great things. So yeah, super worth going, man. Super worth going. But All right, with that said, we're going to be ending this stream because it's been fun. It's been a fun day. Poland's a farming nation. Danish friends told me it's a Mexico a year, but yeah, cheap labor, cheap beer. You know what? Hey, I saw this thing today. Oh, no, it was yesterday. That, like, Poland bought, like, they spent, like, $6 billion on tanks. They have, like, 334 tanks. They're arming up. Like, Poland's arming up. We saw a lot of, at least for what my sister was telling me, brother-in-law, they saw a lot of military stuff going on, a lot of movement. So Poland is kind of like on that weird where they got Belarus and then they have, Russia and Ukraine borders and stuff like that. We saw a lot of, talked to a lot of Ukrainian immigrants, at least a couple of the ones that came on over. You know, I ran into here and there, and then the one guy in the store was really enlightening. He had like a store, and he was raising money for Ukraine support. Yeah. Just tell me, it's like war is very real over there because you're so close to it. You know, you're within 1,000 miles of ridiculousness going on. So they've they've shifted many times. They're beefing up. And then hearing a lot of detail from my military friends in the United States that they're migrating a lot of things from Ramstein over to Poland. So you're going to see a lot of United States influence over there. So it'll be fascinating to know if they'll ever maybe join the European Union, but I could tell you the Zwate was great because, like, Zwate, we spent nothing. You spent nothing on meals. It was, I felt like I was ripping the restaurant off because I'm so used to spending high prices on things, and everything was just so quality. Can't complain, you know. But it was, the disconnection was much needed, to say the least. It was as I said, a good high perspective and high grounding experience to, going on over to Europe and coming back. So it's high time I took a break, and it felt pretty good. So can't complain. Fun stream. Yeah, man. Sunday UE Telex. Yeah, I'm out of here as well. I don't really want to get too much into that. But it's been an absolute pleasure. Let's drop off everybody with somebody who is also streaming, and then we'll leave it at that. Because I don't want to leave everybody, thinking on good notes. Thinking on good notes here. But anyways, yes, the Pandemic 8 is going to be closing down. It has been an absolute pleasure hanging out with you, the Chunk, playing a couple shoot-'em-ups today. Let's see who is on TV right now. And we're going to leave you with them because I don't like to just kind of end the stream. Look at this. Octane is on right now, and Octane's been working on shmups, so we're definitely going to be rating the Octane. He's a hell of a shmup player. He's a very intelligent individual. He's got a lot of stuff to say, and I do enjoy hanging out with him. He's also in our Discord. Speaking of that, if you want to stop in on the Discord, feel free to stop in. Discord's a great place where you can continue the conversation. Of course, there will be the YouTube archive where you can get all of the previous show content, things like that I offload to, and then of course, lastly, the Twitter, where you can follow all of my show updates and things like that for upcoming shows. I will be back this Tuesday for sure, 7 p.m. My regular schedule. I know I've been kind of off for a couple weeks here, but we're coming back. Summer's coming on strong. We get the new Turf Master Summer Open, so lots of good stuff. Of course, the Divine Kelly will be a part of those streams, and everybody loves her. So no complaints. It'll be really great to see everybody back. So have yourselves a fantastic Sunday, and I'm going to leave you with the Octane. Have a great day. Thank you for hanging out. I love you.